Good morning, everybody. Somebody said it might be Rancho Kitchen Stadium, but it's a saggy Rancho Kitchen Stadium. Very true, all right. It's like a lot of other things here on the Rancho. It's just kind of held together with baling wire, sticks, and glue. And well, we just make do. But this is Kitchen Stadium. Those of you who were with me yesterday know we harvested 25, 30 pounds of tomatoes and made 17 pints of lovely red sauce, which I tried last night on some rotini, and it was absolutely delicious. Those of you who watched yesterday will remember I reserved all of the juice that came out of the tomatoes. Why? Because we're going to make a tomato soup today, a rich, velvety, delicious tomato soup. So if you're canning and doing things like, don't throw the juice out and things from the inside, all right? Save it. I'm going to show you why. Let's get going in the kitchen. Here we are. We're coming in. I took the chance to clean up the stove. This Fisher peg hill was an expensive investment. Don't have a lot of money, but I determined if I'm going to have something, I want something good. Because I do a lot of cooking. Okay, my cookware is kind of had it because it's used outside on the grills too. It's a little funky, but on the inside, it's nice and clean in there. Okay, and that's what we care about. There's all the sauce that was put up yesterday, and of course, remember, always remove the rings for storage. It's easier to see. If you have contamination or not a good seal, these will pop up and reveal themselves, whereas if you have rings on them, you're going to be hard-pressed to find if one went bad unless you examine closely upon opening and notice that it doesn't have a vacuum to it, okay? As I said yesterday, I saved all of this juice here from the tomatoes with the seeds, and what I'm going to do is actually take a strainer and just slowly, patiently strain all of this out, and then we should be just left with the juice. Okay, I'm going to set that up now. There we go. I'm going to scoop out my first bunch here. Just pour it into the middle here. I'm going to make sure this doesn't slip down the side. You're going to have to be a little patient. If you want to go a little faster, you can take a spoon and swirl it around there. But I'm in no particular rush, and you can already see down below we have some of that beautiful tomato essence captured. So we're going to take our time, do this, and then yeah, we're going to throw away the waste. I was looking at this weird thing back here. I thought I had like a ghost or something. I didn't know what it was. It's just a reflection of the drips bouncing off of the surface of the tomato juice. Woo! Kind of freaked me out for a minute. See, I'm gripping with this hand and then using that to swirl around and punch through so we release more of the juices by crushing some of the tomato bits too. I believe this will yield a nice bit of soup, which is really good. And you can store that in the refrigerator. So I'm going to get my other pot to put the waste in. And I'll see you guys after we've gotten all of this juice out, okay? Stay with us. Thumbs up or appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Hit the bell for all notifications so you don't miss a thing here on the Crazy Rancho. Homesteading in the hood at its finest. This is just amazing. If you want to have a glass of this, it's about the best tomato juice that you can have. That is so good. It's so authentic. It tastes so real and so fresh compared to some of the commercial ones. Well, we've got the ye old funky pot has been rinsed out here. We're going to go ahead and pour our tomato juice in there, and then we're gonna go get our secret weapons, our spices and our tomato paste. That's what's gonna make it really good. All right. I'm getting excited to have some real homemade tomato soup. This ain't Campbell's soup, brother. This is the real deal. So let's talk about how we're going to really spike this up now. You're going to need some tomato paste, and we're going to use two well-rounded tablespoons in there. Okay, kind of break that up a little bit in there, and we'll do that as we go along. With a bigger spoon, we're going to put a couple teaspoons. Yes, I'm crazy about measuring, aren't I? It drives people crazy on here. I'm using about a teaspoon. Oh, that's okay. I lied. That's probably like 2 teaspoons. Don't want to freak anybody out. Of black pepper, we're going to use a teaspoon of red wine vinegar. And this is just really going to deepen the flavor here. And we're going to put in 1 teaspoon of salt. Tomatoes are kind of already naturally have a little bit of salt to them. And then the pièce de résistance. People, oh, Rosie, you use cayenne pepper and everything. Yes, I do, because it so brightens up the flavor of things. And I don't put enough in it. People really, they just, oh, it's just got a nice tingle to it, right? So we're just going to give 1 shake, just like so. And then we're going to get our bigger spoon here. Let's grab that. Wherever the heck that went. Where did our big spoon go? Oh no, where did our big spoon go? Well, we'll have to use our small one here, and we're going to go ahead and put the heat to this. And this is going to get really nice and silky. And as you work it, you want to keep that tomato paste will actually melt in there, and you're going to get a color that really looks like your standard tomato soup. So it's not a difficult recipe to make, but it's amazing really how much we waste these days, because back in the day there's no way that anybody would have wasted that juice that comes out of tomatoes, and they would have reserved the seeds too and prepped them for winter storage. So well, they could plant again next year. Well, this is 2024 though, and I'm not that ambitious. I mean, making the soup is enough, but I'll bring it down. You can already bring it down pot side here. How exciting. And you can see how silky smooth this soup is already getting. And what you want to just taste it as you go through. You got to bring it up to temperature though, close to a boil and simmer. That's the only thing that it catalyzes and pulls all those spices together at one time. Okay, so it's absolutely essential that you get this up to temperature before you judge anything to do with spicing. This also would make a good Bloody Mary mix too. You got a little vodka in yourself. I'm a bourbon drinker myself, but if you're gonna make one, I'll have it. Okay. I'm not going to complain. Let me just do one initial test here. Oh, that's so good. You know what? I'm going to put a little more because I like a very tomatoey. Right. I like things that are intensely flavored. What am I, Paula Deen? Let's just go for it in that. In a major way. All right, in for a dime, in for a dollar, baby. So all right, I'll bring you down here in a little bit once we get up to temperature, and you can be the official silkiness checker of this great tomato soup. And I'm going to put this up in a quart jar and refrigerate it. I'm not canning it here. I'm going to put it in the refrigerator. And I will adjust the spices. All right, let me stop babbling and take a break here while this comes up to temperature. It's coffee time. I have my jar ready to go. I got a good sale on some mason jars this spring, because if you get them early, they're not going to be expensive, but if you wait till canning time, you're going to pay a lot of moolah for really nice quality jars. I'm not pressure canning this. This is just going to be refrigerated. All right, the silkiness continues. By the way, where do you think tomato soup comes from? Okay, that's where it comes from. They save all those juices from all of those diced tomatoes that they process, right? Nothing goes to waste, all right, especially with our corporations these days. That's getting better. I just love it's got a little bit of a forward edge to it because of the red wine vinegar. It's probably going to need a little more of the a hint of the cayenne to really bring it up to my liking. That's why some people, when they have Bloody Marys and things, they'll ask to have them spicy or whatever, because the spice in the tomato go really great. All right, I'm gonna get my coffee now and leave you guys to whatever you're doing out there. I just can't tell you the difference between a tomato soup that is made fresh from fresh tomatoes, or something that's gone through a factory and been processed to kind of make it a little bit bland. It's just amazing, the quality difference. But isn't that the way most things are these days? You can make it at home in a superior quality than you can get outside, and tomato soup is one of those things. Look at this color. It's standard tomato soup color. But the taste is unreal. The taste is out of this world. I might even grab a cocktail glass and then go buy some vodka. Right? Just kidding. It's 9 a.m. in the morning. Lord, I'm not a day drinker. And once again, if you're not subscribed, subscribe and hit the bell for all notifications. Vintage audio, metal detector, metal detecting, travel adventures, outdoor cooking, and kitchen stadium. Running a full rancho here with a huge orchard. Everything from citrus to persimmons, it's all here. I hope that you'll be a part of it and hit that subscribe button, especially if you enjoy homesteading in the hood, right in the very center of the hood here in Center City, Santa Rosa, California. How'd that sound? Pretty good? She is ready to be canned. So let me get set up here. Make sure we do this safely. Be careful anytime you're handling hot liquids and pouring them, okay? Safety, safety, safety first. We've got it turned off. We're going to very carefully pour in here. Try to hit the center. And there is one. I'll push that on the side there. And we'll probably get half of one here. Yeah, a little more of a half of one here. All right. Put our top on. Now remember, we're not pressure canning this or doing any kind of preserve canning. We're just using this for immediate use in the next week or two. But look at that color there. That is, you can see the little bits floating in it too. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's exactly what I want. There is the final product. Beautiful, beautiful tomato soup. And let me tell you, it tastes absolutely fantastic. I hope that you'll try this recipe. You'll love it. Now, if you don't have a lot of money, you gotta do what you can. Cut a few corners, save what you can. But boy, your great grandma would have screamed if she saw those tomato innards gone into the trash can. What? You're missing the best treat of all. Are you kidding me? All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for me. Thumbs up on another nice mission here on the Rancho. So you can't say that we didn't suck all of the juice, right? We didn't give the full squeeze on that lemon of using the Rancho tomatoes here. So I want to thank you. If you're not subscribed, once again, subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications. If you enjoyed it, please share it out on your social media too, if you think others in your family or friends might enjoy seeing how you make real authentic tomato soup. All right, the way out, thumbs up are very appreciated. Let me know down in the comments section down below. Maybe you put a little Tabasco in or something else just to kind of give it a little oomph. Let me know down in the comment section down below. Also, if you've ever really had like a homemade vegetable soup, it is like a cut above. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Thanks again for watching, and as we make homemade tomato soup.